Welcome back to my monthly series analyzing chapters of the JOJOLands. Today we're looking at Chapter 4, versus Kishibe Rohan. This chapter was a continuation of the third, obviously, but we aren't fully into our first stand battle like I thought we would be last month. Before all that, we begin with Rohan investigating the rain that Jodio caused. We then flash inside where Paco and Dragona are seriously hurt by the string. The string seems to be indestructible, even after Paco uses scissors. We then get Usagi's theory that the cat is the stand user, to which Paco just tells him to shut up. Jodio suddenly comes on the radio to tell the gang to put their masks on, as Rohan is coming inside the house. Dragona suddenly gets an idea. They use smooth operators to manipulate their hand in such a way that the string is removed. As it comes off their hand, it wraps up in a sort of ball shape. This gives Paco the same idea, and he uses the hustle to vibrate his muscles in such a way that the string, similarly to Dragona, breaks apart. As the group is quickly leaving the house as to not get caught, Dragona notices that Paco's backpack that contained the diamond is now opened. We then see the diamond rolling in the background. Dragona is sure that they zipped up the backpack, and they look back just to see the diamond still moving. As Dragona runs up to pick up the diamond, their hand is touched by a mysterious person. Rohan Kishibe peeks around the corner, looking straight at Dragona. Paco and Usagi come back just to see the owner of the diamond now confronting them. After staring each other down, Dragona's hand explodes into a book. Rohan reads the pages, learning Dragona's name, their goal with the diamond, and the fact that they are a stand user. The next panel is familiar. I really hope that this is a callback, because if it is, that's hilarious. Rohan uses Heaven's Door on Paco, to which he uses the hustle to hang off the vents above Rohan, holding him by the neck. Rohan then suddenly slaps Usagi, which causes pages to develop on his face. Paco, about to attack Rohan, is then also turned into a bunch of pages. Rohan then reads all the information off of Paco, including the information on their operation and Meryl. Dragona remains the last member of the gang standing, excluding Jodio, who is outside. And they mention that they know for sure that they grabbed the diamond. We then see the diamond rolling on the ground, and that is the end of the fourth chapter of the JOJOLands. This chapter is interesting, and not for the reasons I thought it would be. As I said last month, I assumed that this chapter would contain Jodio fighting Rohan while the gang fights the string, which I believed would be our first stand fight. But here we see Rohan directly fighting the gang, excluding Jodio. We also see that the string becomes almost completely irrelevant after Dragona and Paco got rid of it. I've noticed that each chapter of the JOJOLands has left us with a mystery. The first was who the Japanese man was, the second was who Rohan really was, the third was the string, and this one is the diamond. There's very clearly a lot of emphasis put on this diamond moving by itself. Twice in the chapter we see it moving when Dragona claims it shouldn't have. If the diamond is a stand, which I seriously doubt, that would mean there are 3 enemy stand users here. The more likely explanation is that Araki is going to just make up some explanation that we couldn't have possibly guessed. This chapter also 100% confirmed that Rohan is Heaven's Door, so any deniers should be completely gone by now. I mean, this just is Rohan. Now I will end with some of my predictions, just so that next month I can see how wrong I was. First, something that I actually hope won't happen. I hope the solution to this fight isn't just Jodio coming in with November Rain. That would mark 3 fights that end this way, and it would just be boring. Second, I don't think this arc is the end of Rohan. I expect to see him appear multiple times, similar to part 4, but I don't think he's gonna become a main character. I also think that rock humans may somehow be involved here. I don't know why, it's just a feeling. Finally, my most unlikely theory, I really hope we get to see Josuke at some point. I miss him, and seeing Josuke beat up Rohan in the alternate universe would be funny. Overall, just like last month, I'm excited to see what the future holds for the JOJOLands, and I'll of course be back to review Chapter 5 when it comes out. Thank you for watching.